trunk lid is up. Back here at Red Hill Raceway, got wing sprint cars tonight, and then the modifieds, and then Hornets. There's 5 of us Hornets here, and every one of us is a Cavalier, so that's kind of cool. There's gonna be 5 Cavaliers on the track. I'm not super confident with my right rear hub. You know, last race I threw this right rear wheel off, and that hub was a Detroit axle hub. Well, I went ahead and ordered another Detroit axle hub because they're so cheap, but I'm wondering if that wasn't my problem. So we'll see. We'll see if I keep all 4 on tonight. Hopefully. I don't want to flip. I did put a front rotor on here instead of the drum. Some people on Facebook said that was my problem. I don't know if that was or not. You know, since I'm running a front hub on here, they said the thickness of the drum can throw off the centerness of the wheel because it doesn't sit on the hub far enough. We'll see. We'll see if it fixed it or not. Let's walk around the pits a little bit and look at the other cars. I haven't met this guy yet, but you know, another Cavalier. If you've seen a couple of my other races, you'll recognize Golage, but he's in a different car tonight. It'll be his first night with this Cavalier, so looks like a pretty good unit. And then another familiar face, if you've seen a couple of my other races, Erin DeLong is back in her Cavalier. That's a pretty fast car. And then we got one more Cavalier here, off in a corner somewhere. It's the number 12C, and it'll be her first time racing, so we'll see how that goes.
So I really like this camera angle, but here at the end of the race, it started to unscrew from the mount. So I had to go back to the old mount on the windshield, which I don't like as much, and I had problems with that too. I'm going to try to have this fixed by the next race and try to have this angle in videos coming up.
of two. Your car, you'll be
feature's over. I got 4th. I pulled back up to the trailer and my trunk lid is up. And I'm like, what the heck? I just pulled through the hood. No, hood pins are still there. There's still metal in between the nuts. It just pulled all the metal out. I don't even understand how this happened. Look,
That was awesome.
like you can see the hex pattern where the metal is. It just pulled all the metal out, and my deck lid was popped like that, and then that started falling back. I didn't even know it was like that until I pulled up here and I got out. Like, what the heck? Whew.
How long did you notice before you noticed it was opening?
Not until I got back to the trailer. I didn't even know.
It was all raised. I'm like, that's awesome. Look out.
Get my light so I can see.
I think he forgot to lock his trunk.
What?
Yeah.
It just sheared metal from around where the hood pins were.
Yeah. Oh, dang it, dude.
Because there's still metal in between the nuts.
Wow.
I don't even know how it did that. I didn't even get hit or anything.
No?
That's crazy.
Well, you look good out there.
Well, thank you. I still got metal in between the nuts. How does that even happen?
Just pull them out? Yeah.
Yeah, it just pulled right out both sides.
Wow. Time to add a couple washers.
Yeah. I didn't even get hit or anything.
You did tag,
He's like,
That guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a little bit.
just
Just a little tap. That was a good race. I mean,
you were doing really, really good. And then you got a little squirrely.
well, there's a hole there in the track I didn't see. There in turn, like in between turn 1 and 2, there's a big hole there. Now, it about threw me out of my freaking chair. Well, if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. You're probably the only person here. But let's do a little race recap from last night. Overall, I'm pretty happy. You know, I'm out here in a stock Cavalier, stock engine. And you know, all those Cavaliers out there last night were pretty built. So I'm not complaining, that's fine. I'm just out, you know, we're out there having fun. I might be picking up a built engine for it eventually, but I want to blow this one up first. I want to get everything out of it. Right rear held on. I'm probably gonna pull that wheel off and inspect everything. I think I need I think I'm gonna knock those studs out and put some ARP studs in it, just because I don't want those snapping off again. So I was doing pretty good keeping up with Erin. She was in first in front of me in the feature. I was doing pretty good keeping pace with her. And then obviously I started falling back. Well, I went back and looked at the footage from the stands, and about the time that my trunk popped open is when I started falling back, which makes sense because that is that's a big sail. And you can see that is, you know, you saw the hood pins were still in the trunk. I don't even understand. It pulled all the metal from here. there's metal still sandwiched in between the two nuts on the pin. And I don't know if that was from a combination of this hit from like 2 or 3 races ago and everything getting moved when I lost the wheel last race, and it just finally went. But it's just crazy, both sides are the same way, so I don't even know how that happens. But you know, we'll get some big washers on there, maybe weld them on so this doesn't happen again. I don't think I was going to be keeping second place, but I think third place might have been possible if I kept the pace I was at. I don't know if I don't think the point standings have updated yet on my race pass, but I should still be in the lead on the points. Well, I don't know, maybe, because Erin won that and she was tied for second place on that. So hopefully it'd be pretty cool if I could come out with the win on the point standings for the season. I don't know what all that entails, you know, this is my first time doing all this. So 4 more races this year. Last race is going to be on Halloween, so we're definitely going to try to make all 4 of those. If I make all 4 of them, I think I can pull the points win out, the season win. So anyway, I think we're going to start seeing some videos coming out on this channel, working on the Ford truck, the 77 Crown Vic front swap and S550 Mustang rear end swap. For now, it's going to be keeping the 351, and yeah, we're going to try to make a show truck out of it. So probably be seeing some videos on that. And we'll just go from there. So on to the next one.